Okay class, this is the final video for rounding to the nearest tens, and the number that I'm going to be working with is the number 85. Notice again I use my ruler to draw a line from this red line to the next red line. I'm not going beyond, I'm keeping it between these red lines. Then I try to find the middle of the line using an asterisk or a star, and then I added a box because my numbers, I'm sorry, counted by tens are gonna go there, right there. So I made that box, and after I've done that, I do 4 small lines right through my line. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, the asterisk, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have my box. So you have the 2 boxes, the 4 lines, that, and then the other 4. So the number that I'm working with is 85. And remember, I'm rounding to the nearest tens. So immediately I have to figure out which digit is in the tens place. And right away, I know that the digit 8 is in the tens place. So I'm going to go ahead and put my box around that number because that's the focus number right now. Right? The digit 8. Now I have to figure out between which 2 tens. And earlier, some of you are able to figure it out immediately without using the tens that I wrote out: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You can go back to that paper that I had before and look between where does 85 fall. Definitely not anywhere here. 80. So you say 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Yeah, definitely between these 2 tens, the 80 and the 90. So I'm going to go put that on the line. That's the first thing I do. It's going to be 80. I remember this is like estimating 80 and 90. So that's it. And after I figured out the 2 tens that this 85 falls between, it falls somewhere here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the number line. So I'm going to put 80 and then 90. There we go. Now I have to find the number that's in the midpoint. So I can do, just count by 5 and go 80, 85, 90. Or I can just count it out. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. The number line just helps you to put things out. It's a diagram that helps you to understand the numbers better. Eventually, you will not need a number line after you've mastered this part of it. 89, 90. And if you know how to count, you're good. This will really help you. All right, so we know 85 is in the middle. So you're saying, okay, so what do I do next? So we know 85. So we're going to put our little dot there so we can know that's the number that we're working with. We're trying to figure out, am I going to estimate it or round it up to 90 since it's closer there, or am I going to go down to 80 because we're estimating, right? So we see 85 right here. So remember, anything at the midpoint, any number at the midpoint or and going above it is going to round to the nearest tens, which is that one. So rounding 85, since it's right there, it's going to be rounded closer to 90. So your answer is going to be 90. Since it is estimating, yeah, it's 85, but if somebody said, okay, so what's the cost for that pair of shoes that you just paid for? Instead of saying 85, you could say, well, it was about $90, because since 85 is closest to 90, that's estimating. Let's do this other one very quickly. Let's use the number 7. Yes, let's use the number 7. Right, this one might seem a little tricky, but in the same way, remember when we were talking about the rounding, we need to start from 0. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Which tens does just number the digit 7 fall between? Definitely not here, because 10 to 20 does not have 7 anywhere there. So it has to be from 0 to 10. That might be a little tricky, but I promise you with practice, you will get it. So my 2 tenths for this one will be, I know it's a little tricky, 0, and then we're going to go up to 10. So our 0 goes here, and our 10 goes here. So what's the midpoint? Let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our number is in the middle, 5. But where is 7 on this number line? Where is 7? There is our 7. So identify where it is, make a dot so we can know exactly what we're working with. So now anything from the midpoint going that way is going to round up to the nearest 10, which is the nearest 10 to it. The one that is closest to it is 10. So this answer is going to be 10. So in the same way, if you went somewhere and someone said, how much you pay for your movie ticket? You can say, instead of saying $7, you can say, well, I paid about, I'll say about $10, you know, kind of estimating to the nearest tens. So that's what it is. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'm going to post your homework. I'm going to post several numbers, and I want you to, do a number line for each number using the spacing that I gave you. Here's an example again. After you go ahead with you can watch the videos to know how to set it up. And after that, I want you to look at the distance or the lines that I've skipped to go to the next one. So I think about 2 questions can hold on one. You can have 2 questions on one notebook paper. In the same way here, because I think it will be too much. I don't think it will be enough space if you try to do another one. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I will post on Schoolology the other numbers that I want you to do for with your number line rounding to the nearest tens. All right, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys next week.